The cost of inaction is much greater than the cost of action. This is a key theme as the United Nations prepares to host the biggest climate change gathering of world leaders in history. On September 23rd, 120 heads of state and government, including Philippine President Benigno Aquino III, will be here at the UN headquarters in New York to announce concrete action to fight climate change. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon is hosting the summit to support separate negotiations to come up with a legally binding treaty by 2015 to avert the dangerous effects of climate change. A week before the summit, the Secretary General and UN officials announced that hundreds of business leaders from key industries like oil and gas, land use, and forestry will also attend the summit to discuss investments in clean energy and low carbon growth. Secretary General Ban says the absence of China and India, two of the biggest greenhouse gas emitters, will not be a hindrance to the success of his summit. He says the summit will discuss pressing issues like getting developed nations to give developing nations financial and technological support to help them adapt to climate change and build resilience.
I expect the governments and a wide range of actors in key sectors of the global economy, from energy, cities, industry and transport and forestry and agriculture. There should be a firm commitment that we should reduce greenhouse gas emissions so that we will be able to contain the global temperature rise within 2 degrees centigrade.
UN officials admit there is no enforcement mechanism for the commitments announced in the summit. After all, the main venue for negotiations remains the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Still, the leaders we talked to say Southeast Asia has a lot at stake in this event.
Southeast Asia is archipelagic and also have a lot of coastlines. And that is something that is very important to note. Okay, that climate change is something that is impacting us, archipelagic countries, in a more significant way than the countries that is actually landlocked.
Besides government, business leaders, and civil society groups, there will also be star power in the summit. The Secretary General announces the appointment of actor Leonardo DiCaprio as UN Messenger for Peace with special focus on climate change issues. The Wolf of Wall Street star will address the opening of the summit. Well, celebrity or not, this event is an effort of the world body to put climate change squarely on top of the global agenda at a time world leaders' attention is divided by multiple crises happening one after the other. Ayee, Macaraig, Rappler, United Nations.